Well, morning. It is 11 minutes past the hour on this 10th day of December. It is Wednesday. Work it out Wednesday. That's right. We made it through Monday, Tuesday. Today is finally here. It's a hump day. Welcome to hashtag Truth Be Told JD Live, your early morning get up, wake up, your information, inspiration, motivation, conversation that promotes elevation. We're broadcasting live on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter X at the JDMS. Also, we are on YouTube at 100 BLK Media. I'm never in here by myself. I always find a little help from my friends. You know him. I know him. He is none other than the host of the Sean P. Experience and Degree I podcast. He always talking about reading is fundamental. I'm sure he's got a book in his hand as we speak right now. Y'all put your hands together. My brother Sean P. is in the building. Sean P., what's happening, brother?
What up? What up? Good morning, on Joe and to the family, man. How y'all doing? Good morning, man. Today I showed to you Black Matters, Volume 2.
Okay.
Sister Zaza Ali, Black Matters. These are the things that plague the Black community. So I was blessed to interview the sister a few months ago on the Sean P. Experience. Sean P. Experience. I had her on the show recently for a whole different book that she wrote, but this is Volume 2 on Black Matters. And this book, the first half of the book, Joe, Part 1, discusses all the things for the Black ladies that plague the community. And then the back half of the book, Part 2, is things addressing us brothers to address ourselves to better the Black community, man. So go out there and get it, man. When you get your book, Black Matters.
Black Matters. Black Matters. Just know that. Just know that. Good morning to everyone who is logging on. I see folks jumping on, getting in. Welcome. We are in the building. And it is, for some of us who know, because some of y'all are all into the Christmas spirit. I see Elf on the Shelf, Snoop on the shelf, Black Elf on the shelf. I get it. I'm really not in the mode, but we are about 15 days from the day that we celebrate as old Saint Nick coming down the chimney. Now, I remember as a child, I used to be all hyped up for Christmas. I used to be shot all hyped up for Christmas. Couldn't wait for Christmas to show his face. But I don't know. Now that I'm just, I don't consider myself old. I'm well seasoned and I ain't where I used to be. And years wise, I am about to hit a milestone because guess what? A lot of Black men and women don't see 6-0. And I'm literally less than 2 years from seeing 6-0. To be exact, my next birthday I'll be 59. I'll be 59. And after 59 comes 6-0 if the Lord allows me to see it. And I believe I'll make it to 6-0. But man, I just don't see things the way I used to. And Christmas and these holidays just ain't what they used to be for me.
I think that I was blessed with a gift indirectly that my household didn't really do the holiday thing too tough. We didn't really do that. And I grew up the first 15 years of my life in a trailer, in a mobile home. So there was no chimney. Like some of the things in my logical child mind was just like, this makes no sense. But then my
This ain't
family told me
happening.
or not. It just I had incredible common sense, I guess, as a kid. Like, come on, man.
How
Saint
you gonna,
Nick, the man coming from the North Pole.
how you gonna land the sleigh on top of this thing? Right.
Yeah, you got Saint Nixon and Dixon and Dixon and you know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
Ah,
I was a kid at school. I'm not going for it. I'm
yes.
not going for it. All the kids around me cutting the little snowman and you color the little activities, but I never went for the okey doke, Joe. So whenever I became a parent, I was never big on that with my children as well, man. But things change over time, man. So everybody got to make their own choice, man.
So yeah, we wake up this morning. Of course, there was a deadly shooting. One student shot, one injured at Kentucky State. Once again, guard the yard, family, guard the yard. And when I say
There have
guard
been
the
so
yard,
many university shootings, it seemed like.
look,
This
man, there's just
particular school
there's just
semester.
so many shootings. Period. They're just folk out there with ill intent. Some have mental issues. That's why I always say,
No,
yes, sir.
it,
Talk
it,
to
it
me.
it is period. But as a parent, you thinking like, man, my child going off to the university, they're not in the
Come on,
hood, on the block, they're off the street, they're out the
come on.
way, and you can't even do that.
Right.
Somebody get found hung somewhere. We stopped talking about that, unfortunately. I mean, come on, man.
So I woke up this morning because yesterday, and every once in a while, things happen to me that I have to share with y'all. And yesterday, I was blessed to realize something that a lot of folks don't want to talk about. Just like the seasons change, and you have to accept that it's no longer spring, summer, warm weather's not here. The things you do in warm weather, you can't do it in cold weather. You have to make an adjustment. You have to understand that some people in your life are seasonal. Seasonal.
Then they say a season, a reason, or a lifetime.
Right. And there are very lifetime folks that you're gonna meet in your life. I'm telling you that right now. Most folks are very seasonal. And the sooner you embrace them being seasonal, the more at peace you can be. See, the problem I think most of us have is we allow people, and I'm going to use a lot of P's, and I use a lot of P's. I use a lot of acronym. People know me. I try to be a wordsmith. I am a wordsmith. But people let people play with their peace. Don't let people play with your peace. Understand when something has ran its course, be at peace knowing that it ran its course. Just say, hey, it was what it was when it was, and it may not be that no more. And let go and let God. There's sometimes, but hold on, Sean. I'm gonna let you come in.
Good.
But understand this, and I say this as a precautionary warning to all, including myself. Once something is done, it needs to make sure that it knows it's done, because it will be the first thing or the first person, issue, business relationship, personal relationship that when it comes, see, some folks want you to be there when they want you to be there. So they are all holly-golly, all I need you, I need you, I need you when they need you. But when they finish needing you and they don't need you, they kind of dissipate and disappear until they need you again, not knowing that when they come back to need you, you may be in a position where you say, no, where we once was is not where we're at now, because you walked away of the business relationship, personal relationship, friend relationship, whatever. So sometimes another thing, here's where you don't let people play with your peace. If they don't communicate with you what's going on and they just get up and go, let them go. Go ahead, Sean.
I'm going to say a big problem with that conversation too, Joe, is the concept of time, right? And I mean that in the sense of a person might say, but you know, me and Joe went back 9 years together, so therefore I'm supposed to take all the negative things that Joe might do or say. Or they might say, you know, this couple right here, Sean, they've been married 25 years. I'm not impressed by that. That don't mean the 25 years of bliss. Or, you know, right. Sean, this person been at this job 30 years. That don't mean you was a model employee 30 years. You may not to get fired in 30 years. So time frame means nothing to me is my point. Like, oh, I went to high school with them, so I feel allegiance to them. Like, no, man. How long I've been knowing you or dealing with you has no bearing on where we are now in this season.
Right. Hold on. And Sean, understand this. And I'm not trying to be ugly with nobody. 20 minutes past the hour. A lot of us tolerate things for a season. It's not we really wanted what we got. We just didn't have anything else, so we tolerated. So, and that's another thing. Don't allow your loneliness or your vengefulness to put you in a situation that now you done dug a hole that you really can't get out of. A lot of times people move on emotions instead of moving on facts. And then by moving on emotion and not being real about what it is, they position and put themselves in situation with folks that one folk is thinking one way, another folk is thinking another way, and you done made a permanent move over a temporary feeling.
Hey, let's go all the way, Joe. Today is some tough financial times, some dire restraints. A lot of folks just together because it's financially the best thing. I can't afford to get my own place. I can't afford to get my own beer. I can't afford to go. So I'm gonna just tough it out for the sake of I don't want to be homeless. A lot of folks are on the cusp of homelessness on a
Right.
flick.
Right. Hold on. Don't be in a relationship with any man or any woman that you really truly don't like. You may have some feelings for, but you truly are only there because that person is a security blanket. You really don't like this person. There
There's
are
a lot
folk out
going
there.
on, Joe.
There
There's a lot
are
going
folk
on.
out there. Hold it. There are folk out there who have literally, because they had a plan. Understand this: the best of plans can be disturbed by love and true feeling. Your plan may put you in a nice house, a nice car, with a nice looking family, with a person you absolutely are not in love with, that you do not care about, that you just want to keep the optics for other folks, that you in a happy family and everything is lollygolly.
And you know what else too is complex, Joe? This is the PhD class right here.
It is.
Some folks you probably would have been better as friends versus trying to do something else. You'd have been better business partners. Y'all have a certain chemistry. It could have been a business thing, but you let other emotions get involved, and now you're in something that you probably should have never went that far anyway. It take a lot of discernment to realize, like, oh, me and the person got a vibe. It don't mean we should be dating. We should be doing something else together. But
Right.
a lot of times, prematurely, we say, you know what, we got things in common. We got a vibe. You go straight A1 or straight, that's my old lady. We together, and you didn't did too much too soon, man.
I mean,
and this is all hindsight. It's just today's quarterback. Like, oh man, should have
right,
stayed free. I mean,
And the
it's already
reason
it's over now.
the reason I say this, and look, many a times communication is the problem. Folk make assumptions. Listen, y'all, understand when the season is no longer that season. Understand when done is done and it's time to move on to the next thing.
So, Joe,
You got, yes, sir.
this
Talk
is
to
an
me.
educational podcast. How do you advise a person in a civil, respectable manner? How do you turn the page? Is the question.
Well, sometimes you got to understand. You got to, as men, especially men. Let's talk about us men. As men, you got to respect your last name. Many times, us men, for the sake of the pursuit of a woman or the pursuit of something, we forget who we are. We forget that our fathers, uncles, and men in our lives literally did the Mufasa Simba thing with us and sit there and showed us the Pride Lands. Hey, man, everything that the sun hits.
They raise you up. They raise you
right.
up.
Hold up.
On,
right.
on,
Hold
roots.
it.
On roots. Them on
right.
roots.
Right. Kunta Kinte. Hold up. The only thing greater.
Only thing.
Okay. So hold on. So you sitting there. We all done had the Simba talk. Like it, leave it, or love it. Regardless if you had a father in your life or not. We all done had that Simba talk where some brother done sit us down and say, hey, man, all this can be yours. Over there. What's over there in the darkness? We don't mess with that. That ain't us. You know, many a times, Sean, the problem is we don't respect our own name. Okay? If all of a sudden, whoever, a business partner, somebody, especially somebody you hustling and making money with, and all of a sudden they change up, maybe it's time that you need to dissolve the business. Maybe you need to sit there and stop trying to figure out how to make something work that ain't going to work. When people stop calling, start texting, when people switch up, but then try to tell you everything's okay. If you want to be Willie Foo and buy that, okay. But guess what? If every day we're engaged and we're talking and we're doing something and we're moving in a certain direction, and all of a sudden, and you got to pay attention and respect your last name and say to yourself, okay, I can't just let you hold it. There was a song by the Gap Band, Yearning for Your Love. It said, you just can't keep running in and out of my life.
In and out.
Yeah, you just can't. And you got to
tell me. It wasn't a good song. It's more than a good song.
Hold on. You got to tell people, especially on a business tip. Now, look, some folk might be like, oh, you know, I want to mix this in with business and personal because, mind you, a lot of ways that y'all run y'all personal life, y'all run y'all business life. And that's the reason why you got to be just like that song, Yearning for Your Love. You can't keep running in and out of my life. There has to be some consistency and some communication. Hold on, let me throw some C's in there. There has to be some consistency, some communication, and you have to understand that in order for us to have a common goal, we have to be in an agreement that we're trying to get somewhere. And be clear on what it is. Clear, another C. Sometimes
Gotta be congruent.
Because sometimes there's no clarity. You got to sometimes say, this is what it is. And guess what? You can't always have what you want when you want it. And then when the other side of the equation wants what they want, all of a sudden you can't be found. You can't. It's only a situation when you are the person that is happy and receiving what you want to receive. That's not a relationship. That's a one-sided game. And too many of us, men and women, don't respect who we are, and we let people one-side game us all the time. Oh, everything's holly golly long as they holly golly. But the moment that they not holly golly, they give less than a damn if you smiling, if you happy.
And guess what, Joe? Whenever these things dissolve in any part of life, business, relationship, personal, whatever, family, you can't look at that as a loss. It's a lesson. It's not a loss. It's only a lesson. Some of us, I'll speak for myself. We've had a business that we had before years ago. The business came, the business went. Just had to close the door, shut it down. It doesn't make me less of a person. Matter of fact, only a small percentile of us have even tried to start a business before. On this whole planet, most folks have only been employees. You never tried to own something with your name on it. So you did not lose if it didn't work. That was a lesson.
Sean, I'm going to hit you with something that a lot of folks, and y'all gonna get, some folk gonna get mad at me. It's 28 minutes past the hour. Stop choosing what's not choosing you. And understand, when you do choose something, make sure that it has you as a priority. Now listen to what I'm about to say. Too many people choose people, places, and things that is they put it above themselves. Now, it's nothing wrong with doing that long as the thing you chose put you above it. Then you have an even equation. You have something that sees you in high esteem and you see it in high esteem. But the problem is, a lot of times we put people, places, and things in high esteem, and it does not have us at the same level. Here you are in love with somebody, but they just like you. Now watch this. Listen to what I'm about to say. Y'all need to catch this. Here you are in love with wealth, prosperity, a certain look. You want folks to see you in a certain manner when what you in love with ain't in love with you. Get that. Get what I'm saying. Or what you hold in high esteem ain't holding you in high esteem. Listen to what I'm listening. Now listen, y'all got to catch this because I'm here to bless somebody today. Because somebody reached out to me early this morning and said, ooh, you posted something deep when you said, stop choosing what's not choosing you. Understand this. You can't call and talk to me for hours when you going through, but you only got 2 minutes for me when I'm going through. When you going through, you need me to sit on the phone. You need me to sit on the phone with you for hours and listen to your situation. Sometimes give a little bit of friendly advice or personal advice, or hey, you know, I feel where you coming from. But when I'm dealing with something, you ain't got 2 minutes for me. Better yet, you can't call and talk to me and be all in my space when you need me, but when I need you, you can't be found.
You know what?
Go ahead, Sean. Go ahead.
No, you know what? I think a problem in the community is we have been brainwashed into thinking we got to be self-sacrificing all the time. We got to
That
stop
part.
that.
That
I don't want
part.
to say where that mindset come from, but there is a strong mindset of we're supposed to be just laying yourself down and putting yourself in front of the bullets and just be a martyr for
Now,
the community
now,
and
now,
let somebody just use you up because that's supposed to be the right thing to do. Like
oh,
we got to stop all that, man.
hold on. And I always, and people who know me, this podcasting thing isn't new to me. This Facebook Live and YouTube Live and Instagram Live and ain't new to me. I've been doing this for decades. But some folks are just now getting into this. I was one of the pioneers of this thing. I was one of the first people on StreamYard. You can talk to the owners of StreamYard. I know them personally. So let me hit y'all with something that y'all really need to hear right now. Too many times in any type of ship, the ship is not evenly stacked. And that's why you a Navy man. When you don't distribute the load correct on the ship, it's going to be a voyage that's not going to be a very smooth one. Mind you, even if you distribute the weight correctly, you got to deal with the elements of the ocean that you travel. But first of all, the ocean going to have its own disturbances, even when things are distributed correctly. But if you start your voyage and the weight is distributed not correctly, you're going to be literally sailing sideways.
And Joe,
Too many of us go through life sideways because men, and I always talk about mental health matters. Your mental health matters. Us men have always been taught that we are the sacrificial lamb. You need to be unhappy. Listen, you need to wake up every morning and work your ass to the bone to make sure your wife is good, your kids are good. You need to make sure that you sacrifice everything that you love to make sure your wife, your kids, and your family's okay. If it costs you your life, so be it. You a hell of a good man. Make sure you got a good life insurance policy that when you die and go to wherever these preachers, teachers, bishops, politicians, and everybody else talk about you're supposed to go to, her and the kids are going to be okay. To be exact, leave her enough money to find another man to come in and help finish doing what you couldn't do because you worked your ass to the bone, killing yourself to make sure they were okay. Let me tell y'all something. And I'm going to say this, and I love my father. I love Lois James Anderson. I love Willie G. Carruthers. And don't get me wrong, they had their own flaws like I have mine. But my days of literally sitting here and realizing that I have given all that I have to put smiles on other people's faces who give less than a damn if I'm smiling are over. Done.
and you know, our dear brother had a medical emergency about a year or so ago. He told me in private he realized in the hospital when the phone wasn't ringing, nobody come and visit, ain't nobody come and say nothing. They ain't nobody bringing no flowers. Ain't nobody saying, man, you need a hot plate. Man, your wife and kids okay? It's just silent. And you realize, like, wow, you mean all the people I gave everything for.
I done helped.
I'm gonna give you one deeper, though. We going live right now. Both of my grandparents only did acts of service their whole life, Joe. And I go to the graveyard to visit their tombstones, I get so upset. Because you mean a person that can't go out there and just refresh the flowers? They can't go out there and just visit the tombstone? And they did all the stuff they did in their life. I realized on the backside of that, how that's not worth it, basically, for myself. So I would give to a certain limit. I'm not going to exhaust myself because I see that that's not even a fruitful endeavor. It just sounds good on paper. Oh, they did some Lord work. They did some mighty works. Forget all of that. I'm not doing it, Joe. I'm not doing it.
Man, Sean, I was talking last night with a friend of mine. We were talking about all the doors collectively we have opened for folks. People we have put in front of folks at Essence. People that we have put in front of folks at the Bayou Classic. I used to be the regional director of programming after I was the first Black program director of ESPN Radio in the state of Louisiana. For a year, I was the regional. I was over Louisiana, Texas, Mississippi, Arkansas. Do you know how many people I opened doors up? I may not have put them behind the mic, but I put them in the business. There's a guy right now in Arkansas who's still a sales rep, who went from making $35,000 a year to making, I think he makes now almost $200,000 a year. I'm the guy who opened up the door and gave him that job. Now, out of all the folks I done opened doors for, some folk wasn't even thinking about radio, being on the mic, doing shows. There are people out there that do little small segments. I'm the dude who opened up the door for them. Ain't said cat, dog, foot. To be exact, some of them folks drag my name through the mud as if I'm Doo-Doo Brown. Listen, family, understand, and let me go back to my original premise of this conversation. Know that a lot of folk, including folk that you love and including folks who are family, are seasonal. The sooner you come to the realization that even folks that you have all the love in the world for, one day, either you gonna be dead or they gonna be dead, and that season will be done ended. And you can sit there and hover and say, I wish they were back. I wish this, I wish that. No matter how much love, and you could have genuine agape love for them, unconditional love for them. Guess what? Nothing lasts forever. And the sooner you grip that and come to peace with that, the better off your life will be, because then you can enjoy every moment and understand that if this is the last moment, I maximize the moment.
And Joe, guess what? The downfall of not identifying that season, you might be mixing the next best thing that's right around the corner from you, but you still got a grasp so tight that you got a death grip in this rain thing. You can't even open your hands to receive the bigger, brighter, better, advanced thing. You just hold into the old thing.
Now let me run. Now let me run the pimp game down to him. Because really, me trying to give you life nuggets, you don't want to hear that. You want to hear the pimp game. So let me hit you with the pimp game. Somebody said, Sean, I don't understand why these men wait so late in life to get it together and all of a sudden want to settle down and be a good man. I'm going to hit you with the pimp game because you allowed it. Oh, there's some ladies right now going, oh, shit. Yeah, you allowed it because you gave me 101 chances. And I was expecting you to give me 102. See, instead of you saying, I ain't tolerating this, and it goes both ways. Because believe it or not, though men aren't as vocal as women, there's a lot of men that sit around saying, why do I got to pay your bills, do this, do that, do that? And all you really saying to me is that you giving me some good coochie. Instead of saying, baby, I don't need that. What's between your legs ain't worth me going out here working my ass to the bone every day and killing myself just to have you on my elbow or in my life where other brothers who are sisters, because these days and times, everybody's shooting for baddies. Men baddies and female baddies. You got to watch out for everything coming from all directions. Because if you got a bag, somebody wants your bag. And guess what? They don't care how you look. Because I done seen some ugly, growly Gus looking dudes and women with some of the most handsome and beautiful people in the world. And I knew, and then they go, oh, but they're such a sweet. No, you didn't see their sweetness at first. You saw that Bentley they pulled up in. You saw that bling around their neck. You saw the bag they had, and you said, guess what? If I can lay with them and get a piece of that bag, that's what I'm doing. Oh, it's the pimp game now. But see, when women say, why is it that men wait so late to get it together? Here's why. Because y'all allow it. Because you gave us 10 times. 10 times we effed up, and you gave us the first time we effed up, you gave us the second chance. The second chance we effed up, you gave us the third chance. Third chance we effed up, you gave us the fourth chance. And guess what? When we got to number 10, we were expecting for you to give us number 11. Why? Because you put me before you. Oh, some sister somewhere right now is going, God damn it, he's right. Yeah, because guess what? You made sure that you didn't only make sure that I was doing better than you, you made sure I contributed absolutely nothing to you. You made sure you went to work, you kept the lights on, you paid the bills. I sit at home and played Xbox and PlayStation all day.
So they're playing Baby Boy? They playing Jody?
Or vice versa. Or vice versa. Or vice versa. Or you grab this book, convince me to go to a place that was come on y'all, woo, y'all can get ready for this one. You grab this book, convince me to go to a place where I should feel safe, and you made people tell me what a man is and what a man ain't. And here's what you said: if you don't go out there and put a roof over her head and make it that all she got to do is sit at home, take care of the house, and take care of the kids, if you don't do that, you ain't a man. And what I did was I built you the nice house. I put you in the nice car. We had a couple of kids. And every day that I went to that 9 to 5 or I went offshore, you were out here fucking somebody else, because I didn't give you love and I didn't give you what you really wanted. I just was the person who was the financier of what you needed to make you go around with other women and say, look at me, look at the car I drive, look at the jewels I have on, look at the clothes I wear. Yeah, but you wasn't happy, because if you were happily in love, you wouldn't be, as soon as I jumped my ass to get gone to work, either in conversation or in bed with somebody else, be it a male or a female. Because guess what? A lot of females out there who have husbands who are providers, who are sleeping with other females. But they tell you, I ain't really cheating on them. I just have a thing for, okay. Man, we got to get real. Y'all got the audacity to get on here and try to dog us brothers out and talk about down low brothers. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of down low brothers out here. A lot of them. Hey, I ain't with that either. But we got to get real about understanding, back to the premise of the brick that I laid down to build this whole thing. Stop choosing folks that ain't choosing you.
And guess what, Joe? Holidays coming up again, time to be cooking, right? A lot of folks have that old seasoning in their cabinet. They got some of them dates on that thing, Joe. I mean, old seasoning. It's all clumped together. They want to hit on the counter. Try to hit on the counter when you try to shake it up. Like, no, get rid of that and get some new, healthy, fresh seasoning. Matter of fact, Joe, new seasoning have come out.
Right. Hold on.
Flavors, new seasoning. You got that old stuff in your cabinet, man.
Hold on, brother.
By life.
Know when it's time to get rid of stuff that has expired. Know when it's time to get rid of stuff that has expired. Listen, family, I'm not trying to be nothing but real with y'all, because so many times, and here's what I'm trying to really get you to a place of, that you protect your peace. Understand, a lot of y'all too busy letting people play with your peace. I ain't gonna let you play with my peace. People do little stuff, little adjective stuff these days. I look at little posts that people post on social media. Those are little, what I call pricking posts. You poking the bear. You poking somebody. My days of doing, when I post something, I post it for elevation, enlightenment, and to remind myself, Joe, you deserve better. You deserve. I never post a post that is pointed at someone. The first person, go ahead, Sean. Say what you gotta say.
My senior, my elders, you know, both of us come from a class to where ain't no subliminals, man. Nope. I don't mean that in a violent way, but if I got a real problem with Joe Dupree, man, we're gonna talk, you know, we're gonna meet up, sit down, you know, hash it out. Or Unfortunately, if you got to go somewhere else, well, we ain't about to be posting back and forth all day. I'm not doing that, bro.
That part. We come from a time and a place that if I have an issue with you, first of all, I ain't gonna tell everybody I got an issue with you. I'm gonna reach out for Sean and I'm gonna say, Sean, me and you got to have a word. See, real men and women, they don't publicize their beef. See, that publicized beef is for click, like, and share. When you got folks over there talking about, let me tell you, when I see people on social media talking about, let me tell you about so-and-so and such, baby, all you want is click, like, and share. You monetize and you want somebody to follow this beef where you can get some click, like, and share and get you a couple of coins in your pocket. Baby, real people, I ain't got, hold it. First of all, I got more years and days behind me than I do in front of me. And I don't need to be on here beefing with, if I got a problem with anybody, I'm picking up the phone. I'm really not big on texting. Hold it. And I can prove that to you. If I could show you my phone right now, somebody who used to be near and dear to my life, somebody who I had all the love in this world for, not too very long ago, sent me a message and said, we need to discuss. They text me. I need to ask you a question. I didn't respond back and say in text, what's the question? I respond back with 2 words, call me. Because if I done slept with you, made children with you, if I've had a relationship with you, if we've been in business together, if we done sit there and cried together, made money together, if we done did certain things together, I ain't effing texting you. I might text you to make sure that you ain't in a meeting. Are you available to talk right now? But I ain't trying to have a text conversation with you. If I was talking to you back then, I'm talking to you right now. Call me. What you need?
And Joe, so many times these folks will go on live for hours talking about somebody. But the whole time you're incriminating yourself, actually. 'Cause like you said earlier, you allowed X, Y, Z. So this whole life you doing about this person, you was in there the whole time.
You tolerated that. Hold up. If you out there, listen, if a man hits you and he tells you he loves you and you allow that man to hit you again, that ain't on him. That's on you. You tolerated that thing. You got one time, I love you dearly. I don't care who you are. You can have the best coochie in the world. You put a skillet upside my head, you're going to get one time to do it. You're not going to put a skillet upside my head and then the next night spread your legs open and say, baby, come and get some. You know I love you. Not Joe. Because that one skillet won't get a 2 skillet. No, baby, I don't care if you got sparkles coming out that thing and you can make me see Jesus every time. Guess what? I'm good. You got to say to yourself, so I'm going to tolerate this skillet going upside my head from some good punani. Come on, man. That's the problem right there. Some of y'all, too many of y'all have been coochie-matized and dick-matized. And because whatever that coochie and that dick did to you, guess what? It's got you where, oh, he can put his hands on me. Bullshit. I call a spade a spade. Bull, ain't nothing out there worth you whooping my ass over. Period.
But the heart and soul to the whole conversation is your own level of self-worth, self-esteem, self-respect. If you have those things in check, you know you won't even let nobody, like you said, play with your time, play with your patience, play with your business. Whatever they're playing with, you wouldn't even allow that even go down like that.
Listen, I'm going to say this. I'm from Memphis 10. I'm about to say something. Everybody from Memphis 10 knows where I'm coming from because this is a Memphis 10 saying. Listen, let me tell you something. You don't need a husband or wife. You need a financier. You don't need a husband or wife. You need a pimp or a hoe. You don't need a husband or a wife. You don't need to be in a relationship. You need to be in a contractual agreement to say, this is what you give me. This is what I give you. Y'all need to stop with the bullshit.
And this is why, back to our conversation days ago about the unhoused, right? This is why I don't mess with, pick on, or make fun of the unhoused. A lot more people than we think are on the verge, Joe.
Right.
They are one phone call or one post away from being on the curb themselves.
Right.
You better hang on because you living on somebody, not with somebody. You living on somebody.
Say that again. Too many folks They are not living with anybody. Hold it. Too many folks are in marriages. They marriages are not that they are happily in love and in marriage with each other. They have entangled so many assets that they say to themselves, "Oh hell no, I ain't giving her half of this."
Don't they say it's cheaper to keep her? That was the old joke back in the day.
That's the song. It's cheaper to keep her. Hold it. So they like, oh hell no. Guess what? Some men have conceded, baby, you can go out there and screw whoever you want to screw. Long as when you come in this house, we good. Some women have said, baby, you can go out there and screw whoever you want to screw. Long as when you come in this house, these bills are paid. A lot of folks are sleeping with folks they can't stand.
Yes. And some folks are just waiting for their kids to graduate.
Right.
So unbeknownst to you, there's an expiration date on your situation. As soon as Lil Johnny calls that stage, we finished with. We just got to put together till Lil Johnny calls that stage.
Hold it. I have been a villain of and a victim of said circumstance. Some folks,
I ain't even know it.
No. But some folks, listen, and I can be transparent with mine. I have nothing wrong. I ain't gonna say no names. Those who know me. Those who don't. And guess what? I will take my own faults and take my own licks. See, sometimes you got to look at yourself and say, the reason you winded up in the series of unfortunate circumstances that you wind up in is because you assumed and you did not communicate. Sometimes you listen, men, if you with a woman and she ain't doing what you need her to do to make you happy, it's your fault that you ain't told her. Don't make the assumption, and women vice versa. You can't sit there and say, you're not a man if you don't do X, Y, Z. Well, baby, I don't know what you want. So you got to tell me what you want.
So, Joe, I love posing questions. What if a person said, well, they should just know? If they're my person, Joe supposed to just know. We've been together for all this time. Joe should know I need this and this. I like X, Y, and Z. Which would say that?
Okay, Sean. In my once again, I tell everybody, don't be fooled because I have a few degrees on the wall, and don't be fooled because I am pursuing a PhD. I literally dropped out of school in pre-K. So with my pre-K education, let me hit you with something. If you go to your job and they don't tell you what the daily task is, what do? Question. If you go to your job today, whatever your job is, and there is not something telling you what you are supposed to do today, what do?
You gonna go with your own move. You gonna do what you do. Like it's going down today.
Right. You either gonna do nothing. You either gonna do nothing, or you gonna do what you want to do. Yes. Until instruction is given to get said tasks done, you gonna come to work and clock in, and you gonna ride the clock. A lot of y'all dumb son of a bitches are riding the clock in relationships because no instruction has been given.
Riding the clock in a relationship?
You riding the clock in the relationship. You clock in. Hold it. You clock in and you clock out, and you get absolutely nothing done. Then you want to ask yourself, why is the business going bankrupt? Because guess what?
This is why I said earlier, whenever somebody said, oh, look at so-and-so, they've been married 30, 40 years, like, it don't really hold the same weight to me no more, because it's like, I know better than that. Look at even Michelle and Barack Obama. Michelle said it was a 10-year stretch. She didn't even like Barack.
Come on. Hold on.
I don't like this dude.
Hold on. And understand this.
They're supposed to be gold.
Hold it. And understand this. All relationships ain't going to have you sexually satisfied or in a place where you're happy of what's going on in the bedroom. Once again, when you go to work and they don't tell you what task needs to be done, most of us are going to ride the clock. We're going to show up, clock in, and say, well, my boss ain't said nothing. You might even say to your boss, hey, boss, you got anything for me? Not right now. Boss might go back and say, make sure that such and such is done from last week. Check on this, but not right now. I ain't got nothing for you today.
Let me tell you, unfortunately, a lot of us think, I'm not being told nothing wrong, that I must be doing something right. I'm not being critiqued, I'm not getting called in. I ain't getting no extra emails critiquing me. So everything, I'm a model employee.
Ooh, Sean, you just went somewhere. Understand this. Just because I haven't gave you your employee evaluation don't mean that you're doing exceptional work. Just means that I haven't evaluated your ass yet.
See, we military guys, Joe. We used to have evals and quals and all that. In the working world, unfortunately, I don't know how things got so lax. I can't tell you the last eval I even had. As far as sitting down discussing, look, the past 6 months, Sean, looking at your looking at this, next time work on this, and we're gonna reconvene. That's the thing of the past, like Joe.
So I'm hitting y'all with some
real. I'm doing damn good at my job, Joe.
Right. It's 4 minutes, and Sean, I don't know how long you got to stay, but I got to be here for a minute on this one because y'all need this. I'm gonna hit y'all with a little overtime.
I got to ride about this thing. Go ahead.
Because watch this. Somebody done already hit me with in my inbox, man, you must be upset. Who done did you something? Ain't nobody did me nothing. I'm good. I'm trying to put y'all on game.
Yeah, this is the education.
And I'm trying to remind myself, stay on yours. Because guess what? Just because ain't nobody did me nothing yet, don't mean if I put my guards down, somebody won't do me something. That's why they say protect yourself. See, I go through life like a boxer. Because I done learned the hard way. You got to protect yourself at all times. See, Joe, when I was the chief of minority, watch this. Hold up. When I was the chief of minority affairs, when I was working for the sheriff, when there were certain jobs, when I was in radio, I was so lackadaisical on my talent that I forgot the rule number 1 that my daddy told me as a child. Son, in everything, protect yourself at all times. See, some of y'all are so caught up on who you are, what you are, who you know, what you got going on, that you don't protect yourself at all times. And then when you get knocked on your ass, you sit there going, I can't believe they did me like that. Well, you should have protected yourself at all times.
It's the literal bottom of the show. We can't do it today. It's impossible. But the whole Chris Paul thing is a good example. You can't ever think you're bigger than the program. You are never bigger than the program. Yeah, 3 in the morning, to call your phone like, look, Joe, pack it on up, you're getting out of here.
Right.
What you talking about?
Right.
I'm an all-star. Gold medal, you damn. Hey, get out of here.
Your season, hold it. Good way to end it. Your season and the sensational contribution that you have given was appreciated, but your services are no longer needed.
No longer needed, and don't come for that last check. We're going to mail it to you. Don't come on the premises.
1 minute to the top of the hour, Sean P. I appreciate you, brother. I know you got to get out of here. I'm going to get out of here with you on that one. If anything, just understand, everything has a season. And in order to protect your peace, you need to accept that a lot of things, not a lot of things, everything is seasonal. Everything is season. If you ain't coming out of one season, getting ready to go into another, seasons are continual. And guess what? Enjoy the season you're in because it's due to change. That part. Sean, tell them about the Griot Podcast. Tell them what you got going on, my brother. Let's get up out of here.
Yes, sir, man. Tap into the Sean P Experience on YouTube. Some folks have their downtime going on. You chilling, eating the drinks, and doing all your things, man. Go on YouTube, the Sean P Experience. I have probably hundreds of interviews at this point of amazing authors like my sister, Zaza Ali. All of my shows are about an hour in length on purpose. And you go in there, get your pen and paper. All of my guests are major jewels and nuggets that you'll use to advance yourself, man. And see y'all next time. Give on truth be told, man. It's a blessing every time, Joe.
Hey, my man, Sean P. That's my dog. All right, family. Look, first of all, listen. Don't try to read me by what I may say or post. I just knew in my spirit somebody needed to hear that. I'm here because I listen to folks who help me. I listen to inspirational folks. A lot of y'all out here trying to politic and y'all trying to do all kind of stuff to folks. Y'all trying to make folks feel like you're sick and you ain't sick. You trying to make folks feel like you done went through some experience in life that almost took your life. When the truth about it is, y'all try to embellish some things to make people feel that all of a sudden you superhuman. We are all saved by grace. I ain't even gonna go there. let me end the show like I normally do before some folks really get in my inbox and get on my phone. And I don't want to have to cuss none of y'all good folks out today and have y'all feeling like Joe ain't my friend. Because I'm a real friend, and a real friend gonna tell you, don't call me with that bullshit. I ain't got time for it today. Be better today than you were yesterday. And do something today to bless somebody somewhere that no matter what you do, there's no earthly way they could ever pay you back. And always remember the following, that there is no secret, absolutely no secret, what God can do. What he has done for others, willingly can do for you. For when God is with you, nothing or no one can stand against you. Be blessed. Have a wonderful midweek day, and make it toward the latter part of the week. Friday, Junior, Friday, weekend. Don't be in such expectation of tomorrow that you miss today. Enjoy the moment. Nothing else is promised, but right here and right now. We up out of here.